What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
Okay, so I had this crazy ex, and one night we were fighting, and it was late at night, and we were driving home back to his house, and he was one of those guys that when he would get mad, he'd be like, stop the car, and he'd be like, get out of my car. So this night, he told me to get out of his car, and I was like, okay, fine. So I got out, and I was walking on the sidewalk, and he always comes back, so I was like, just waiting for him. And I could hear someone coming, so I was like, okay, he's coming back. And I was just walking, and, like, I could hear the car coming faster and faster, like, it wasn't slowing down. So I was like, okay, so I looked back, and it was him, and he literally tried to run me over. And I, like, flew onto the grass, and, like, people came out of their car and tried to help me, and it was so embarrassing. And the sad part is that I still went to his house.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
This is my time. So, let's begin by saying he didn't tell me his baby mama was pregnant until 2 months into the relationship. Even then, it slipped out. He didn't mean to tell me. And then he goes to say, I told you this. Sir, no, you didn't. This is something me personally, would have remembered. So one night, he goes missing. I'm calling him, texting him, no response. So I sees he's on Facebook. So I gets on Facebook and I see a post of a newborn baby on his page saying, my child, my son. Okay, my nigga, you couldn't just tell me your baby mama was in labor and you wanted to be there? I would have wanted you there. But I'm running out of time. Part 2, next video.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
Okay, so hear me out. This was in high school before I came out, and I was dating this guy. I had these 2 girls come up to me at a football game, tell me he cheated on me, and blah, 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 whatever. I was like, oh, these girls are cool. I ended up staying with the guy, but the next weekend, I was at one of the girls' houses hanging out with her because I was like, oh, she's a cool girl, and he texts me while I'm there and says, I cheated on you with her, too. I couldn't drive. I stayed the night there. Why would you?
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
Here we go. So my ex and I go to this New Year's Eve party, and side note, he skydived morning, noon, and night. Every day, skydived. Killed our relationship, but hey, I kept forgiving him. Anyway, so we're at this party and we go home. He starts acting funny and I'm like, what's wrong with you? And he's like, well, one of my friends told me that you don't like skydive. And I'm like, that's crazy. I never said that. Anyway, so I continue on. He doesn't call, text, or whatever. So finally he breaks up with me and he says, I want to skydive full time and I don't want to support you. And I'm like, I can make my own money. He's like, I don't want to be with you. Then he's like, hey, I miss you. Can we talk? And I'm like, what do you need to say? He's like, actually, I just was doing drugs and I wanted to blame you and get mad at you for everything because it was easiest to do. And I'm like, good job, Jessica. You know how to pick them.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
Okay, so me and this boy had never dated, but he took my virginity, all that fun stuff. I was in like with him, whatever you want to call it, for a while. Super embarrassing. And we had been, pretty constantly at our friend's house, and our friend was having this huge party, and his friend's girlfriend's friends came from downtown or whatever, and like I remember this one girl, she had like a bunch of boyfriends who were in jail, like weird shit. She did have big titties though, so I'll give him that one. But I had predicted, that we'd be, that night, because we had been, but I passed out from drinking, and I went and laid on my friend's bed, and I found out days later that boy had fucked that girl in the bed next to me while I was unconscious. I did not forgive him right away.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
Alright, so this guy walks up to the table, handful of beers, passes them out, then looks at me and says, oh shit, I didn't know you needed one, bro. Bro? Fuck you!
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
Let's get into the presentation. The shittiest thing a guy has ever done to me by Colby Gunther. I am Colby Gunther. Today we are talking about the urinal system. Let's get right into it. You can, if I'm in A, that means you can go to C. You cannot go to B under no circumstance. Absolutely no talking. Right here is a no-go. That is all right, and absolutely no talking, as I said, even if there's that space. Up next, this is a little visual. The farther to the right, the better. The closer you are, the more scared and more I want to punch you in the face. Up next, you have a little situation for the people not understanding. This is 1 through 5. If I'm in 1, that means you go to 5. If someone's in 1 and 5, that means you split the middle at 3. You do not occupy 2, and you do not occupy 4. If someone is in 2, you go to 4 and leave 1, 3, and 5 unused. Up next, we have these little divider walls. If you see these, the rules are a little bit more lax. Light talking is all right, and a little bit less distance is okay, but still try to mind the rules.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
I've been waiting for a TikTok like this, but this guy I was exclusive with last year, or supposedly exclusive with, there was multiple things that he did that I should not have gone back to him afterwards, but I think this was one of the worst. He was a bouncer at a bar at school, and I found out that he was giving his key to random girls that would like come up and flirt with him so that they could meet him after his shift and stay with him at night. And I still ended up going back to him. I still ended up hanging out with him again, so...
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
I've been waiting for this one for so long. So, I had a boyfriend. I was like 18. It was a prick from start to finish. But I used to stay over at his every single Saturday night, and he used to kick me out of his house at like 3 a.m. for no reason. It would literally wake me up, hide my phone, and like out my fucking house, and just kick me out of his house at 3 a.m. I'd walk to town by myself in the freezing cold in the dark. And he'd then come, when I'd got into town, because he'd time it so that I'd literally just walk into town, and then he'd come get me, take me back to his house, would go back to bed, and never speak about it again. It was every single Saturday night. It was a prick.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
So I had this guy stay over, and I was asleep. I was laying down on my stomach, and he decided to lift up the back of my shirt, and you know those jet lighters? Yeah, he pulled one of those out and burned my back until I woke up. He was holding that thing on my back for like 10 seconds until I woke up. Oh, I couldn't have anything touch it for like a week. It scarred, and there was a huge blister there for like ages. I had to wear crop tops, right? And low-rise jeans. I didn't look good in low-rise jeans. And the worst thing is it was winter time. So I couldn't wear a coat or nothing. I had to leave my house in low-rise jeans and a crop top. Yeah. And then I was just like, oh no, it's fine. I still love you. And then he cheated on me.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
So I actually cannot believe I'm like publicly posting this, but it's fine, you know, YOLO. So my ex was literally psychotic, if you're wondering. He would guilt trip me into doing like, you know, the nasty kind of stuff. And he would want top basically every single day, which I absolutely hated doing. One specific time, I told him I wasn't feeling good because I just ate Taco Bell. He literally forces me to give him top, right? I throw up 3 times. 3 times. After every time I throw up, he tells me to keep going. I'm literally yakking at this point. I finally finish, right? And just as a joke, I didn't even want it. But just as a joke, I was like, so you're gonna give it to me now? He said, you won't believe it. I don't even believe it. He said, I don't feel like it.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
This is such an easy one, bro. When you're supposed to hit the gym with your boy, you had a nasty chest session planned, and he folds on you to go hang with some female. You brush it off, you tell him it's fine, but it's not. What happened to bros before hoes? Chest before the breasts. Like, come on, guys.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you?
The worst thing a guy did to me, and I end up still being like, I love you, was when I was 17 years old. I was in high school, and this boy at this time that I was going out with, he was like my first everything, literally, like, first boyfriend, first person to meet my parents, everything. So anyway, I found out that he cheated on me, but I found out a year later he, with another girl, whatever. So anyway, I confronted him about it, found out in class. You know how, like, that was just so heartbroken as it is. Then I'm in class and I found out. So I found out and I confronted him and I was like, yeah, like, why did you do what you did? Like, I just want to know why. And he was like, well, you didn't give it up in time enough. Because, he was like, you didn't give it up. So I had to get it from somebody else. And yeah, still ended up going out with him. I mean, we're not together now, but like, yeah. Then the next day he was like, what's up with it? You gonna break up with me or not? Like, I don't know.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
He wanted me to come over even though he already knew it was my brother's birthday and we were celebrating it. 3 days later, my best friend died. And I called him and he said, don't call me, go tell your mama that.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
Ooh, me. So, my ex-boyfriend cheated on me. And then a week later was at that same girl's house and he broke his neck. And this mother lover had the audacity to call me to pick him up from the girl's house that he cheated on me with and take him to the hospital. Mind you, this man broke his neck at the girl's house that he cheated on me with and called me to come get him and take him to the hospital. And I did it. And I knew that he had cheated on me the moment that I picked him up. And I sat by his bedside while he cried like a small child and then took care of him for the next 8 weeks. I knew he cheated on me and I did it because I'm dumb.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
These are the squat racks at my gym. You see there's 7 total squat racks, okay? 7 of them. Okay, so I drew a picture here. Okay, so when the gym opens, this is me. This is my friend John. Now, if you're coming in here, you got to treat this kind of like a urinal. You either go to 3 or to 5 because there's uneven, okay? So someone here, there's still space between each other. There's one guy, he doesn't come every day, but what do you think he does when he does come? I'm going to show you what he does. Remember, number 3, number 5, those are the good ones. You want to go to one of those so you keep spaced out. And this spacing has nothing to do with COVID, coronavirus. This is just common sense. This guy, he comes in. Oh, what does he do? No, comes. I'm going to go right here on 2. I'm going to work out. There's nobody else in the whole area. He comes right next to me and just starts working out. Like, go somewhere else. It's just rude.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
There is just so many. Can I have like 2 or 3 or 4 maybe? Okay, because there was that time, but that wasn't quite as bad as it. Can I not choose a few? Like, I just can't do this.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done?
It's quick. So I was with the guy for 7 to 8 years and it was toxic from the beginning. One weekend he was going out of town and didn't invite me, so we got into it. So he takes off, it ghosts me all week. And then Sunday comes around and he never shows back up. But never shows back up. So I'm calling his phone, calling his mom, nobody replies. Boyfriend is missing. So weeks go by, still don't know what's going on, and then I get a bullshit text saying he is sorry, he can't be the man that I need him to be, and he has moved off to a different state for work. But then he shows up on my doorstep 3 months later, apologized, and then I took him back. So the next day, thinking my whole world's back together again, he takes off and then gets into a wreck. Calls me at 3 o'clock in the morning, needing my help. So I get in the car with 2 babies, and I go stay for his hotel, I get his car fixed, and I drop him off. I head back home thinking my world is all good again, and then he ghosts me again. And then I took him back again.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
Apart from the fact he cheated on me multiple times and then left me for a girl he cheated on me with on Christmas Eve. My ex once decided to make up that he was in a car crash so he could stay at the pub longer. I had messaged him saying I didn't realise it was his friend's birthday and he could stay at the pub and not come to mine. It's fine, I'll see him another night. Instead of opening that message, he got his friends to tell me he was in a car crash, photos off Google, a very award-winning performance. So I'm there crying my eyes out because apparently it was all my fault. I'm not making this up on my jazz. No. Anyways, he then turns up to mine 20 minutes later and I was like, what? He was like, oh, sorry, the lads were joking. I didn't even realise they were making that joke. I'll have a go at them now. Messaged the lads on the group chat, having a go at them. Then messaged them 5 minutes later saying, sorry lads, had to pretend I didn't know about the joke.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
No, we didn't do anything wrong.
Left me with all these beautiful babies.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
So I'm notorious for like dating probably the worst people. And one time I was like laying in bed just like chilling on my phone, and my boyfriend was like, get up and go somewhere with me. And I was like, no, I don't want to go. And he was like, if you don't go, I'm gonna pee on you. And I was like, no, the fuck you're not gonna pee on me. And I turn around and he pees in my face. In my fucking face. Okay, I get up and I go to the bathroom, I cry, take a shower, and he's like, are you going with me? And I was like, yeah, sure, let's go. Bitch. I have so many stories about this man. So many stories. He is insane. Why did I let him do that to me?
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
My roommate told me point blank to my face on stage that I look like a school shooter without the confidence. You can't get mad when someone's right, you know?
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine, I love you anyway? Okay, I'll go first. I'm gonna make this a series, all right? So it's gonna be boy number 1 and boy number 2 and any other boy number I can think of. So this man lit my hair on fire. Not once, twice. Lit my hair on fire, boom. And I have product in my hair. I'm a woman, poof. Lit my hair on fire, twice. Then threw a dead bird in my hair. And it stuck there. I had like a bun. Oh yeah. It was in like a little nest. And I was like, it's fine. I love nature, wildlife. Forgave this man. How dare I? Stupid. So yeah, boy number 1. Stay tuned.